definition.
Coming up on Eyewitness News this morning, 2 dogs killed after viciously attacking their owner. We have the latest.
And it's a giant day in Yosemite National Park today. The Mariposa Grove is open to the public for the first time in years.
And otherwise, we're tracking the cooler temperatures around the area.
This is CBS 47 Eyewitness News this morning in high definition.
They're cutting it off right there.
It's Friday, folks. Bear with us.
It is. Happy Friday to you. Welcome to our 6 o'clock hour. I'm Alex Backett.
And I'm Connie Tran in for Joey Horta.
All right, so we're getting into the weekend. It's officially started, and it's looking really nice for Father's
Really
Day.
nice, yes.
Anthony.
All right, good morning. Hey, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? All right, good news on the way for you. If you are listening, hear this, the triple digits coming to a close as we head into the weekend. Dry skies right now, pinpoint Doppler radar, 66 degrees for Fresno. We're back in the upper 50s in Lemoore, 61 degrees down, of course, to our friends in Hanford. And good morning to our friends in the Madera area, where temperatures are back in the upper 50s on this morning. A nice cool down underway happening with light winds across the valley floor. We will see, of course, those hot temperatures finally winding down. Say goodbye to those highs in the triple digits, but hello to cooler temperatures for the weekend. Stay tuned, the full forecast coming up.
Anthony, thank you.
A new state budget plan is on its way to the governor's desk for approval. Yesterday, Senate and Assembly lawmakers voted to pass a $139 billion general fund budget. The spending plan includes funding for homelessness support services, welfare grants, and even more money for the UC and CSU systems.
We gave CSU and UC pretty much what they asked. They were looking for funding to buy out the tuition increases. That was done.
Republican leaders say they are pleased with the money that the governor has stocked away in state reserves, but warn against an increase in spending.
We're getting a first look inside this morning at an ICE detention center for children in Texas. Take a look. This is newly released government video showing a glimpse inside this facility, sheltering children who enter the U.S. illegally. It is the first look inside one of these shelters since the Trump administration instituted a zero-tolerance immigration policy back in April. It upholds the law and is separating children from their parents who cross the border illegally.
Stop crossing the border illegally with children. Apply to enter lawfully. Wait your turn.
And new numbers show at least 658 children were separated from their parents in the first weeks of that new policy.
And this November, residents in Fresno will be able to vote on a new cannabis business tax. It opens up a clear path for medical marijuana dispensaries in the city. Yesterday, City Council voted 5-1 to move forward with the tax. 90% of the tax revenue will go towards a general fund, with the other 10% going to a community benefit fund. The mayor says this is not just about the money, it's also about improving the lives of people in Fresno.
We can take basically a problem, an issue, and make it an opportunity for Fresno to be a better whole city, and that's my job. Thank you.
City leaders say if everything works out, the 7 dispensaries could set up shop in 2019.
2 dogs are dead this morning after viciously attacking their owner. It happened in Fresno last night, just after 9 o'clock near Nevada and Yosemite Avenues. Police say 2 pit bulls were attacking their owner there. The dogs then went after one of those officers, and the officer opened fire.
The residents were yelling, help, help. The person inside the shed. They believed that the dogs were going to kill or seriously injure the man.
And that owner suffered some minor injuries.
In our continuing coverage, former Fresno State Athletic Director Jim Bartko has now filed a claim against the university, saying he was forced to resign last November. The claim against Fresno State says he deserves a $3 million payout due to emotional distress, defamation, and disregard for his legal rights. But Fresno State says he signed an agreement and was paid $75,000 in severance pay.
The university's response to that is going to be, if you believed you were wronged, you didn't need to sign. And if you thought you were forced into it, you could have said something about it earlier.
Experts say Bartko could file a claim with the Department of Fair Employment and Housing or move forward with a lawsuit against the school.
6:06 is the time. There's a warning today if you're planning a trip to Pine Flat Lake. Officials say there is an algae bloom on the north shoreline. It's from the inlet of the Upper Kings River to the dam, and there are warning signs posted there as water is being tested. The algae bloom can harm pets if they drink the water.
In Yosemite, the Mariposa Grove of giant sequoia trees just hours away from opening to the public for the first time in 3 years. A dedication ceremony celebrated the $40 million project between the park and the Yosemite Conservancy. Now, before the restoration, people had to ride a tram to explore the grove. Those trams are now gone, as are a majority of the roads nearby, and in their place, nature as it was before.
The whole idea was to pull all the development outside the grove and just be able to appreciate the natural condition and also restore the habitat for the trees.
The Conservancy says the goal was to give the trees their best chance of survival. You can see them for yourself. The Mariposa Grove opens in 3 hours, 9 a.m. It's probably going to be so crowded, especially with the beautiful weather that we have, but so worth getting down there.
It was exciting. Yeah, that ribbon cutting was yesterday, and everyone was so excited because it's one of the biggest projects. I think it is the biggest renovation project they've had at Yosemite.
It is, and you know, I mentioned earlier I've been down there several times, and it's been under construction for a while, so it's going to be nice to not see any cones or fenced off areas and just enjoy nature.
The nature. Yeah.
So anyway, the need for blood donors in the Central Valley is critical, and that is why we here at CBS 47, we're teaming up with the California Blood Center and Me and Ed's Pizza for the Pint for Pie event.
It's happening in just a couple of hours, and our Teresa Sardina is live. She's now inside the Central California Blood Center in Fresno with all the details. Teresa, good morning.
Good morning, Alex and Connie. Good morning, Central Valley. It's such a beautiful day to come out here to one of the blood center locations in the Central Valley. Yes, I am finally inside here at the Central California Blood Center, located at 4343 West Herndon. And there's also another location where you can donate blood today, and that is in Visalia at 1515 South Mooney. And this is so wonderful. Our station, Next Star, we have our 2 stations, KC24 and CBS 47. They're partnering with the Central California Blood Center, also Me and Ed, to make this blood drive Pint for Pie possible. For the first 350 people who come here and donate blood today will get a voucher, a free voucher for a personal-sized pizza. So this is not a pizza party. You can't come here and get the pizza, but you will be getting the free voucher. And this is all inspired by one of our employees, Priscilla Martinez, and she's a director here at our CBS 47 station and KC24 station, and she is battling a blood-related autoimmune issue right now, and she really relies on blood transfusions to stay alive. So she shared her humbling story about how important it is to give blood. And I want to introduce you to one of our special guests this morning. We have Arcelia Lacaze, and she is our Assistant Director of Marketing and Donor Recruitment. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning.
Good morning. We are here inside of the Blood Center, and right behind me you can see the stations as well. How is this all going to pan out this morning?
Well, first and foremost, thank you for being here. It's going to be an exciting event for our community to come in and support our mission and our vision, which is exactly that of helping people like your counterpart, Priscilla, by providing blood products that are available to them when they're in need. So this is our donor center, like you mentioned earlier. Here you would see all of our whole blood donations. In the back is where we collect apheresis donations, so your plasma and platelets product, which is also a type of donation that's available to those who qualify and meet the criteria. So we're just so excited about our mission and what we do with all of you, so it's going to be great.
And those who will be coming in here for the blood center, what do they need to bring, or any type of personal information they need to provide?
Just a photo ID is all we need. For anybody who's 16 or 17, of course, photo ID and parental consent. But other than that, just a photo ID, and we'll make sure you're healthy and that you are able to donate. First and foremost, safety is a huge concern. So we'll do that first, and if you pass the criteria, you're in a chair. That's simple as that.
Thank you so much for sharing it. We appreciate you being here as well. All right, Central Valley, Pint for Pie kicks off at 8 o'clock this morning, runs to 6 p.m. And again, 2 locations. The Fresno location is at 4343 West Herndon, which we're here right now, and also one in the South Valley in Visalia, and that is at 1515 South Mooney. But it's so important to come out here today to give back, and you will be saving many lives. Again, we're here live for Pint for Pie with CBS 47 and our sister station, KC24.
And you get a free pizza, too, so it's a win-win, Teresa.
Thank you so much, Teresa. Still ahead on this Friday, we have more weather, beautiful weather this weekend. Anthony has a check on the forecast.